Namaste, good morning, and good evening to my friends in US. Welcome to another episode of Turiya Talks Season 7. Today we have with us Professor Dr. Sujoy Biswas. Sir wears couple of hats, so very slowly, steadily, I have to introduce him. So, Sir is the Director and CEO of Techno India University and Techno India Group. Sir, welcome to Turiya Talks, sir.
Thank you, Sandhya. It's a pleasure meeting you after a long time. I met you when you were in Medical Synergy looking after the PR, and after that we didn't meet. I think in 2018, um, and then I haven't seen you in person or even through video. That's so after a long time. But we were in touch over WhatsApp and mobile phone. So and
Yeah.
it's nice seeing you doing so good in Turiya Talks, and I hope and wish that you reach the pinnacle of success of whatever you want to do in life.
Right. So I have been lying very low from my childhood, number one. And last 4 years, I think it was quite tough. I changed my city, Calcutta to Bombay, then Calcutta to Bangalore, came back to have this entrepreneur thing. I think I had to plan for 3, 4 years. And then from last 15 months, I will not say I'm struggling. It's a journey and I'm enjoying it.
Uh,
Right.
Congratulations from my side. You know that it says Jack Ma says from 30 to 40, you should try to be an entrepreneur, and I think you are in between that age. So in the right frame of time to be entrepreneur. So go for that, and nothing can stop you if you want something in life. इतना passion से चाहो कि कोई नहीं कर सके. If you, in fact, Srima says, and I quote always, that every sincere prayer is granted, all calls are answered. Srima of Pondicherry, the disciple of Sri Aurobindo, and she says also says the flame of aspiration must be so straight and so ardent. Mark my words, the flame of aspiration must be so straight and so ardent that no obstacle will be able to dissolve it. So that strength, that passion, that love should be there. You know that every day when we go to sleep, we really do not know that whether next day we will get up or not. So every day we live a new life, and many of the things happen, that when we go to sleep or in the evening we start thinking that we are going to do this thing, that thing, from next day we are going to change the world, change ourselves and all, but everything dies in the next morning. We again go for a 9 to 5 job and we keep on struggling doing whatever we had. And whenever people struggles, तो सोचता है कि वही तो अच्छा था, इतना शिद्दत लेने के कोई जरूरत ही नहीं था. But you know that जीवन एक संघर्ष है. जितना दिन जीवन है उतना दिन संघर्ष है. As long as you have life, you have troubles. Even a straight line in ECG curve means you are not there.
Right, sir. So thank you. So as my viewers can see, sir is one of the well-known motivational speakers, and he's an avid social worker. As we go ahead, we'll talk about different aspects. So today we'll talk about sir's journey in the education industry and how he motivates people around him. This is so important. So, sir, firstly, I would like to get few motivational ideas from you during such trouble times.
See, you know that one cannot motivate. I can only inspire. Motivation is action. So I always try to inspire, maybe during the pandemic tsunami, during the pandemic, initial pandemic tsunami, or any time in life. Because I keep on believing that this is one life, and we really do not know that whether there is another life or not. So whatever we do today is the thing that is going to stay with us. And what we'll say, you cannot have enough money to buy time. You know that whatever time is passing through, you cannot, even the Tatas, Birlas, Ambanis, even the Steve Jobs and the Bill Gates cannot buy that time. Because so time is something which is going to be spent whether you like it or not. So it's not a question of that what will happen to during the pandemic. During the pandemic, it's a normal life. It should be a normal life. We should trust ourselves. I will trust the Almighty that things will be over. And I am keeping on quoting this poem. This that ये वक्त भी गुजर जाएगी गालिब, ये वक्त भी गुजर जाएगी गालिब, थोड़ा इत्मीनान तो कर, जब खुशी ही ना ठहरी तो गम का क्या औकात. जब खुशी ही न ठहरी तो गम का क्या होगा. So this will pass on, this will also pass on, but we need to be careful. We need to have our mask on. I have the mask on. Okay, trust me, it's in the rear side because I'm talking to you over there. I have with it, and I have all the stuff with me. I have the sanitizer with me. I have this one with me. So so we need to, and we never know that how initially it was told that these are air soles. Now it's saying that it's in the air. You do not know, so you need to be as careful as possible, and the rest is up to God, because God has his own. We build so many atom bombs, so many tankers, so many submarines to destroy human lives, and now a very small virus which have to be seen under the microscope is destroying the whole world. So we never know what is in store for us. We have to trust and pray and do the right things, and if we get it right, then we will be grateful to the Almighty. If it doesn't get right, we have to accept that it was not for us. Every morning I try to start with a prayer which is called the prayer of serenity. And it says, and I quote, that God grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change. God grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know what I can and what I cannot. So that you have to accept that this you can change. We can put on the mask, we can put on the sanitizer, we can try to be in as at most distance possible, but we have to carry on with our professional life too. So we have to take that amount of calculated risk that we are not in trouble, but again, our company is not in trouble because things are going to go away. But we have to serve the companies, we have to keep our jobs, be it in education, be it in healthcare, be it in education, be it in finance, be it in education. We have to do the right things and we have to do the right things.
I agree. I agree, sir. Yes. I think there is some technical glitch. Sir was talking about few things which he follows on regular basis. He is an avid social worker and he is the patron of the NGO SRIJON SABHA, which basically supports children with autism and special children. So today you have not missed much. We are talking about surgery. Yeah, so I was talking that we are talking about your journey today, sir, in the education industry, and we could listen to your few inspiring thoughts as well. Sir, we have
So
heard about.
journey, yeah, tell me, yeah.
Yeah, so we heard some few beautiful lines and a motivational shairi, and you're known for your songs also. So would you mind sharing your art with our viewers?
No, first I'll talk about my motivational my journey in the field of education. I actually am a civil engineer by profession. You know that I have done my BTech, MTech, PhD in civil engineering, and I've done an MBA from Calcutta University, ISWBM, and I'm a gold medal holder or a first ranker in the university. But uh, I started with MN Dastur and Company, one of the biggest steel plant consultants in the world. Then I worked with a company called in Chennai, one of the biggest software giants. Then I worked for a company in the United States. I headed police computerization for a long time. I had a small bit of entrepreneurship experience with a company called Brick and Click Technologies Private Limited. And for the last almost 13 years, on 2nd of June, I'll be completing 13 years in Techno India. So it has been a long journey in the education field. And I find that this is the place where I should have been, because I'm a person who can communicate, who have studies. In fact, every day I keep on studying something or the other, listen to some other thing so that I can enhance my knowledge every day. You know that if you put a delta X addition to your knowledge, then only you become knowledgeable. And that knowledge may be on anything. It may be on engineering, it may be on management, it may be arts, it may be science, commerce and everything. So journey in education had been my most beautiful. And what you gain, what is the bonus out of that? You interact with people who are very young. And it says, that again, I quote Jack Ma when he says that after 50, from 50 to 60, work for the younger generation. That's what I'm trying to do. I came here at the age of, it was 2008. So I was around 41, 42. And for the last 13 years, I'm trying to be in the, in fact, he says that 40 to 50, you concentrate on what you are good at. So I concentrated what I'm going to, my academics, my lectures, my addresses, my motivational stuff. And 50 to 60, really, trust me, I'm trying to work for the younger generation. It is a beautiful journey. I'm a mentor. Sorry, I'm a mentor to the civil department. I'm a mentor to the architecture department. I'm a mentor to the management department. I'm in the board of governors of Techno India University. I'm in the academic council of Techno India University. I'm a member of the research committee which runs the PhD cell, so academic research. So these gives me a lot of knowledge, a lot of insights into different subjects, because when we evaluate a PhD scholar, it's not only engineering. We evaluate people on, we are on the board to see what people have done, the work in the field of microbiology, biotechnology, oceanography, arts, literature, and also. So it's a beautiful journey, because knowledge is something, that knowledge is something which you cannot take away from the other person. You can take away health, you can take away wealth, you can take away everything, but you cannot take away knowledge. Knowledge is supreme, knowledge is to you. And so serving a knowledge industry gives me most pleasure. And I would love to do it, in fact, as long as I can, as long the opportunity. And the time is very dicey. You do not know what's your time, what is the other person's time. But as long as I get the opportunity to serve the academic institutions, my students love me so much. That gives me so much of kick that I do not really mind how much money I have, what kind of house I stay, what kind of car I fly. It depends. In fact, if people says that Sujoy sir is my hero, if Sujoy sir motivates me, then I get the kick that even crores of money cannot give me. That they cannot give. In any kind of bucks cannot give me that kind of joy. At the end of the day, success is about being joyful, being happy, and I'm happy with the love of the people around.
Right. So, sir, you said so rightly that there is no end to education. It's not that you read a book, pass an examination, and finish with education. And with your knowledge, I think you're so thorough. Just by talking to anybody, you can understand what are the loopholes. And the whole of life, from the moment we are born to the moment we die, it's a process of learning.
Till the
So good
last
we got
breath,
to
till
stick
the
to
last
it.
breath. And one thing is important about life. The day you are born, one thing is sure, that you are going to die one day. So let us live one day at a time and make a difference. A Del X difference will make a full life. And whatever I keep on saying that, I do not mind also if that with the corona things are happening which are out of bounds. And I won't regret anything in life, because every day I have tried to do what I want to do. It has given me a lot of pains also. But at the same time, I find those pains I deserved, because I wanted to live a life which I would enjoy, and not dictated or seen or emulating others' lives. And that's the thing that education has given me, that the journey in the education. And when I joined Techno India University, into Techno India Group, it was not a university. So we were a part of the team, the core team, which and there was no private university in the state of West Bengal. So I was a part of the core team, and we led the group with the leadership of our honorable chairman, who now is the chancellor of the university, to make the university. And then we got the university permission in different parts of the country. So it had been a pleasant journey, that you see the company growing, and along with you grow. So that gives a pleasure. And also, when I find my faculty is growing, it gives me immense pleasure. It gives immense pleasure when I find my students in different parts, different corners of the world. Wherever I travel, I find Techno Indians. That's it. And I come from a good school, that I had my schooling from South Point and my engineering from Jadavpur University. So all along with this, the place I study is so important, because the volume of the students of Techno India is much high, and you keep on hitting them any damn place of the earth you go. So in fact, in between I did a like on Zoom. You're doing it on another platform, but I do the television show in High News called Corona Kahini Sange Shuja, and talk to 40 people across the globe, because I did my civil engineering. Civil engineers stay in every damn place of the world. It may be Russia, it may be Nigeria, it may be Qatar, Kuwait, and all. Spoke to all across the world. What is the status of Corona? Tried to understand. And in fact, I had given in Facebook, in fact, yesterday, on today, 1 or 2 days before that. in 31st episode on the 16th of August, one doctor called Dr. Kokila Banerjee predicted that this corona is going to wane away in December, and from March onward it's going to strike back. I do not know how the people of our country, how the big administrators of the country didn't know this thing, and we are so unprepared, caught so unprepared. I'm very sorry about whosoever. Every life is priceless. We are living, means losing thousands of lives each day. That actually really pains us, and I cannot do anything about it.
Sir, would you be also talking about your oil Poethe Shonge Sujoy, apart from this COVID
Yeah,
episode?
that when I that's most close to my heart. That Joyer Pothe Shange Shuja is a celebrity motivational talk. So I call celebrity motivational talk. So because that when I started the program way back in 2016, 2nd of July, I knew that people knew that I served Techno India at that point of time. I'm not the director and CEO. I was the chief operating officer of the organization. No, I was the director and CEO that time too. So people knew me from Techno India, but uh, just like today, people didn't know me as a person who is in the media so much, because 5 years is a good time, and I was on the media for every Saturday 5:30 and 11. So 5 years and 250 episodes is not a that was
Seriously.
that yeah that spirit I got when I talked to the students of Techno India. I found that they are getting very motivated. Whenever I'm coming to the stage, Sujoy sir, Sujoy sir, Sujoy sir, they would do anything about that. So I thought that if I can motivate or inspire these guys, I should try a hand to motivate more people. So how to do that? Through media. Now I didn't have much of money. So there was a friend of mine who's the owner of a television channel called High News, which is, with the blessing of God, it's still running. Okay. Everybody said it's a small channel, it's going to close. It didn't close. So High News, I got the platform free of cost. So I started working over there. And my first guest was Chandrasekhar Ghosh, the Bandhan Bank chairperson. And in that year itself, 2016, he had formed the bank, defeating or getting better of the Ambani's, Tatas, and all those things. So he was the big hero at that point of time. And there was another advertising agency called um, Asha Communication, headed by Dibben Shekhar Lahiri. And he made posters, huge posters across the city with Joy Pateshang, with figures of, with photographs of mine and Chandrasekhar Ghosh, and it became an overnight hit. And then people of, that you go through my YouTube channel, you find Brototi, Chandrasekhar Ghosh, or Arup Roy Chaudhary, the CMD of NTPC, NBCC, Partha Bhattacharya, Coal India, then Father Felix Raj, Brototi Ganguly, Brototi Bandopadhyay, Tanmoy Ghosh, Bikram Ghosh, Sopochal Chakraborty, even Harsh Neuti on the 25th episode, 75th Sopochal Chakraborty who did Feluda. These 100th episodes, there was Anjan Chatterjee, the specialty group of the mainland China
That's
chairperson.
all there.
150th episode, there was Soumitra Chattopadhyay, and 250th there was Debashish Shen, the IS officer, or the maker of HIDCO, or the Newtown person. And so I had plenty of it. There was the PS group chairman. There was the Anish Chakraborty, the chairman of the CCOM group. There plenty of people. Meghdut Roy Chaudhary, Techno India's director of global operations. Pauline Larawar, who is also married to Meghdut on my 175th episode. So that, and people from all across, and every story, and there are people also who were not that established. What I learned is that every human being has a story from which you can learn something, which you can emulate something, which you can pass on to your younger generation, so that they become focused, so that they become successful, and learn that everyone, that the persons who have come from the field of performing arts, they have also said that basic education is very necessary. So
Right.
every episode I talk of 7 rules of success. I talk of a motivational story. I talk of motivational shari, because I keep on saying in Bengali that Shabdoi Brahmo, word is power. Word can makes a difference, and if you're gonna keep on grilling on that word so that it makes the difference. Until the time that I have the voice on, till the time I have my senses on, I will keep on speaking with a hope and aspiration that I am able to shape the destination of the future generations, and let and always keep on wishing and praying that I stay well and serve the people, my immediate family, my extended family, and all the people in the world, in the city, the state, the country, and the world. My dream is big that I want to stay the entire world, but I know that someday it will happen. If it happens, I know that I have tried my best. You know that courage to have the courage to change the things that I can. So I'm taking the courage, meeting out. You said, and I agreed to come to a platform because I think even a delta X addition to people uh, who knows me, who doesn't know me, if it comes to know from your platform, that's my addition of this 30 minutes that I'm spending with you. And this way, you know that Bindute Shindu, you know, the drop of water, one drop makes the ocean. So in Bengali, we call Bindute Shindu. So I'm trying to pass on to every Bindu where it is possible. And everyone
Right.
should try to do that.
I agree, sir. So I agree. We experience such a powerful self that no dream is too big for when we are motivated. And we all know now what is the power of motivation. Would you like to add anything else to this?
See, I started performing music at the age of 48. Okay, my students actually had performed in a picnic of our company, and that job, that music was somehow edited by one of my guys in the media science department. And there was a dummy singer whose voice was mixed with me, and people thought that I'm a great singer. Okay, so uh, during the fest, you know, that the yearly fest, the students said, "Sir, you have to perform. You're such a great," because I'm a great performer. If I may not be a great singer, so I performed on the stage. That video is there on the YouTube. You can find me with the white shirt, white pant, white shoes. I have three pairs of white shoes, like Mithun Chakraborty, you know, and with a hat on, with the sunglasses on. Now when I listen to these songs, I feel these were garbage songs that I've seen. But you know that people had danced with it, enjoyed it, came to up to the stage and danced along with my song. That gave me the motivation. Then after 3 or 4, maybe a year after, when I was performing in Jadavpur University, one of my juniors, who is a trained singer, he found she said that, "Sir, see, Shujata, you see that so many people sung so well, they are so trained singers, but you perform so well that people are taking selfies with you. So why don't you learn the song? You will know that what is technically what is right." So at the age of 49, I started taking training in classical, Eastern classical music. Until date, I'm taking it, and you know that Guruji says that the voice has improved a lot, the noises have gone, the melody has come. So, and he says that voice takes on the age at the end. That's the reason that Lata Mangeshkar, Asa Bhosle can sing at the age of 83, 84, 85. And now I find myself a much better singer than what I am. And I keep on believing, you know, that if you want to do something, nothing in the world can resist from doing. And whether you like, I do the rivas every day, at least for 20, 30 minutes. So I reduced 21 kgs of my weight during the lockdown. You know, I took intermittent fasting, I had dieting, I did exercises, and exercise I do every day. I used to work 4 hours a day during the time of complete lockdown. And you can see me that I have reduced more than 20 kgs. So it's a reducing 20 kgs at the age of 53 is not an easy task, because the body doesn't respond. So I keep on believing now. It's more sure that I keep on believing that, in fact, that two things are required for success: hard work and luck. And harder you work, the luckier you are. So you know that thoughts. You have good thoughts. You do good actions. If you do good actions, you get good habits, and everything. Excellence is an act. Is not an act. It's a habit. You have good habits. You have a good character. You have a good character. You have a good destiny. So you're destined for something great if you have good thoughts and actions in your mind. What we do actually in the morning, we get up and see what our WhatsApp and Facebook stuff is there. If we can think of good things that what we intend to do in the whole day, and how can add value to our life as a life of the people in general, I think we'll make a better world, we'll a better person we are, and a better world that we have.
Absolutely right. I'll not take much of your time. We'll just ask two, three questions. I think you are at the helm of affairs in West Bengal when we talk about the education sector. So this is a very pertinent question. What are your views on education in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic?
In fact, I strongly feel that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought a paradigm shift in the field of education, and it's for the good. Why it's for the good? People did not realize the strength of the computers, the internet, and the stuff of the knowledge that is in this media. Okay, you know that. And even the professors who were not proficient with these machines and running the softwares, who were doing excessive job, have learned by force, not by their own will. So every department, and people can find plenty of stuff. You know, you call of anything, either you find in the Google or any search engines or in YouTube. So you can have any experiments, you can have any definitions, you can have medical things, you can have legal things, everything is there. And every department, you know, it's not computer science department or electronics or IT department, it's civil, mechanical, electrical, arts, commerce, engineering, everything is now on the same platform. And when, but I'm saying, I have observed, because my wife is a professor, I would share with you, teaching from home is not easy, and that too for the woman gender, yeah, because they have to take care of the families too, and they can again have to shape up and address the students in the manner the same way the male counterpart is doing, without doing the household job. So it's very difficult. And also the students doesn't respond. Initial, there was, you know, that it was a new media, so students were very
We were
eager
enjoying
to. Now what they started doing is, will put off their mics and the videos, and will keep on doing their jobs, whether they attend the lecture, you do not know. It's very difficult to keep yourself motivated without seeing you or the students, you know. So it's not that online education is the future. Online and offline both, you know, that combined, that kind of education is going to rule the future, and it will be good. A blended form of education is going to come, and this blended form of education will take the world, not only India, the world, to a different level. And we now have courses from all across the world, from all of the, and now many there will be curriculums which can be taken or online, because the strength of the online platform has unleashed from this corona. And I hope, wish, and pray that this corona goes away. But you know, if we take lessons from what has happened, then we will emerge as better human beings. A better world will emerge. And I'm a very positive thinking person. I think that better times. But I'm very sad. Trust me, I'm very sad for every day. You know, initial phase, there was distant people that I know, but now close relatives are passing away, and a human life, if lost, we do not know whether it's another life or not. So that is very troubling. But keep on praying every day that God uh, have mercy on us, stop this. It may be we have done so many wrongs that He's correcting the human race, but the lives that are leaving are, it's really sad. But again, as I started saying, ये वक्त भी गुजर जाएगी गालिब, थोड़ा इंतकाम तो कर, जब खुशी ही ना ठहरी तो गम का क्या होगा.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल सही सर। लास्ट फाइनल मैसेज सूर्या टॉक्स एंड सूर्या कम्युनिकेशंस के लिए कुछ बोलेंगे सर आप?
In fact, when I met you, I remember I met you during an event itself, a very small kind of event, in a very small staff, and it seemed that you are a person with a lot of dreams and aspirations, and Turiya is going to excel, but you have to be very focused, and you are focused, so you are going to excel. Challenging times, when you face challenging times, you know, you just remember few words that I'm saying, and I'll end with that. It says, and I quote, success is failure turned inside out. Success is failure turned inside out. The silver tint of clouds of doubt. And you never know how close you are. And you never know how close you are. You may be very near, but it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. It's when things seem worse, it must not quit. And I'll end with a Hindi shayari close to my heart. I keep telling in every platform. It says, and I quote, असफलता एक चुनौती है, उसे स्वीकार करो.
असफलता एक चुनौती है, उसे स्वीकार करो। क्या कम रह गई, इसे ढूंढो और सुधार करो। क्या कम रह गई, इसे ढूंढो और सुधार करो। जब तक ना हो सफल, जब तक ना हो सफल, नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम। जब तक ना हो सफल, नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम। संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़कर मत भागो तुम। संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़कर मत भागो तुम। कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती। कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। कभी हार नहीं होती। कभी हार नहीं होती।
Yes.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
So with that, we have arrived towards the end of yet another interactive session. Very, very interactive session. I'm sure people will see this video not once but many a times. And sir said it, no one can motivate others. We all need to be self-motivated. People can only inspire us. So, sir, thank you for taking your time out and being with us. I hope our viewers had a great time and they must have gathered a lot of knowledge. See you and in the next session. Till then, be safe and happy. But please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe your own Turiya Talks. Namaste. Thank you.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, नमस्कार।